What do you do, my gente? Your boys coming through once again with a new video. On today's video, we're gonna talk about the first time that I got stopped by the cops after getting out. So far I've been stopped twice. The second time is interesting story that I should tell it one of these days. And this one, man, the first time, so it was kind of hectic. Something I think it was a little bit too much. So I remember getting out from work. You know, for those who don't know, after being deported, we started a business right here in Mexico, and it's thriving. You know, it's thriving. It's basically giving food for us, and it's giving us a job. So we're doing all right. Let's put it this way. So I'm driving home, one long way from one town to the next town where I live at. You know, I'm driving, bumping some corridos, you know, trying to fit in what's going on right here. Trying to avoid any pothole because there's a gang of potholes. You have to be careful because if not, there goes your tire. And just looking at the dust around me and seeing the cars without license plates and throwing smoke through their exhaust. So I'm driving, I make a stop, and then we go to some kind of like a curve, whatever. So I went into a little curve and then turned right, basically to start driving to my house, right? As soon as I turned right, man, I was probably like, let's say, maybe like 50 feet away from that curve, right? And I see the lights. Boom. It was like 3 trucks, man. Like 3 trucks. And sure enough, they're just gunning it, right? So I'm driving and I'm thinking, hold on, man, should I go to my house or should I stop right here? Reason for this is, let me tell you this. In Mexico, if you drive straight to your house, they cannot go for you. They cannot get into your property. You know why? Because they don't got a warrant. I'm not saying go inside your house. Go into your property. If I was to go drive, if I was to be on a car high speed chase and go into my property, they cannot get me. They cannot do nothing to me. So that's why I was thinking, I was like, man, should I just go in the property just so these guys don't mess with me? Not that I got nothing to hide, but I was like, I don't want them to try to set me up or something, you know? Because you have to be careful with the cops right here. So I thought about it, and I was like, well, these guys are not cops. So I'm not going to be I'm not going to know what is actually what these guys can do or not, right? So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to stop. Why not? Just stop in the middle of nowhere. There's nobody outside. It's just you and 3 patrol cars. So I stopped, right? There's one got in front of me, just surrounding me. They just surrounded me. I'm right there on the truck on the mamalona, and they just surrounded me. I got two on the back, one in the front. Just make sure I don't escape or whatever they think they're doing, right? So I lower the window, right, and I hit him with what seems to be the problem, officer. And he was like, "You with those glasses? Take off those glasses." No, I just played. But I was like, hey, like, how's it going? I said, hey, what's your name? Boom. Oh, shit, okay. This is my name. And he was like, is this your truck? Yup. And then he started asking me all kinds of weird questions, you know, like, what are you doing here or whatever. Like, so I'm like, hold on, man. I was seeing too much. I just got out, man. Been a year. I'm watching too many of those TikToks where you see the guys be like, hey man, excuse me, sir, I don't answer that, sir. I don't got the obligation to answer that. You know, just do your job, sir. I was watching too much of those TikToks, right? When I got out. It's like something new. So I'm like, all right, I know some of my rights, right? So I'm like, okay, man, so what's up with you? They asked me. You got deported? I'm like, maybe. For what? So I don't know. I choose I refuse to answer that question, sir. And like, he was like, hey, man, get out of here. Get out of the vehicle, man. I'm like, what? Nah, get out of the vehicle now. And they're strapped. They got the AR-15s and everything. And I'm like, man. I got out. They start searching the vehicle, going through everything, man. And I'm just laughing. I'm like, man, these guys. You have to be careful with these guys, man. This guy's over there questioning me, and like, and he like on some crazy stuff, like, hey, you know, we can take your car if you wanted to because of whatever with this. Now, they're not asking me for a driver's license. This is not traffic stop. This is something else, right? So I'm like, you know what? Let me chill a little bit. Let me just go and play their game. It is what it is. Let's just put it this way. They're gonna win this one, and I'm sure they're gonna win. So they start searching the vehicle left and right, and I'm just paying attention. I'm talking to this guy, and he's just throwing conversation to see what's up with me, right? So I'm just giving him a little bit conversation because they want to know about me. Who am I? What I'm doing over here in Mexico? You know, like what were my crimes and stuff like that. And I'm just talking. I said, man, look, man, I committed a crime when I was young and stuff like that. And I'm done, man. Now I'm a businessman. This is what I do. This is my business. And he was like, hold on, wait a minute. I said, are you the one who sells those bacon donuts? And I was like, yeah. Man, I was fucking selling my people over there. And I was like, oh, cool, man. You like those donuts? As a matter of fact, hold on, man. Let me get your fucking fingerprints. So here it comes, man, with the fingerprints. Go to the fingerprints to see if I got any warrants or whatever in the States. So they're doing the whole cha-cha, man. I'm surprised they didn't do other stuff, man. But they got my fingerprints and stuff like that. And he checked on his database. I don't know if they share database with the U.S. or whatever. Unless he was just playing me. But I was just going with the game. But the guy was like, oh yeah, I know you donut shop, blah blah blah, whatever. I will often go over there, buy those bacon, maple and bacon donuts. Oh, that's cool, man. That's what's up. So now this guy is like, okay, so this me, he said, okay, he's thinking that I'm not a cartel guy. I'm just like a regular guy, you know, just working, trying to make my money. That's it, you know. And then sure enough, man, they come out of the truck with a bag of pills. What is this? He said. I was like, oh hell no. At this time, I have an uncle, right? And he's passing by, just paying attention. He said, hey man, are you good or what? I said, nah, I'm good. He said, what is this? I said, oh, this pills. And I was like, pills? Like, man, you just put that shit on my truck right now. Ain't nobody taking pills right here. Like, you just put that shit on my truck, man. And he's like, no, I didn't. I said, you just put that shit on my truck. Those pills were not in my truck. Ain't nobody taking pills. I don't even take pills for a headache, man. I mean, you're gonna tell me that I got pills in my truck? You bump your head. So I'm just clowning this guy, like, cause I'm thinking that he's trying to set me up, right? I said, man, screw you, man. You put that shit right there. I don't care what you say. You put that shit right there. But guess what? He didn't put them right there. Those pills were on the truck already. And this guy like, nah, I didn't put them. What is this, man? And sure enough, the other guy grabs him. Just looking at him. Just freaking, oh, I think this is aspirin. Once he said aspirin, I was like, oh, man. I remember that one time when we fucking barely came out. Well, when I barely got deported, the wifey had like a, I don't know, she was feeling bad. She had to take some aspirin or whatever. I don't know what it was. It was aspirin or some, I don't know, for the headache. I don't know what it was actually. But it was one of those pills. So they gave him a bag with pills. A Ziploc bag. Alright, I just got here. So she decided to put them in the on the back of the truck, on behind the seat. And I didn't know about this, man. I didn't know they were right there hiding. I don't know why would she put them right there. You know, when we both sit in front of the car, not on the back. So for some reason, she decided to put them right there. And sure enough, it was that, right? So at first I was like, oh hell no. Eventually one of those guys was like, oh, I think this is aspirin. I guess the letter that that thing had or whatever. And and they let me go. They let me go, but they're right there strapped with the mask on. I can only see like they look like ninjas. All I can see their eyes with the straps, and they were just pushing on me. I was right there by myself. I was like, man, hold on, man, like relax, relax, man. I was like, my bad. I thought I was in the U.S. I thought I had rights right here. I'm used to that. And he was like, man, you should just chill, man. You shouldn't fucking. You should just answer my questions. You shouldn't get crazy. If that would have been the case, you would have been home already. I was like, hold up, boy. I was just trying to claim my rights, man. But apparently, I know that right here, I don't got no rights. So eventually, that guy, what helped me for them to actually ease on me, it was that fact that one of those guys have has stopped me before, or has gone to the donor shop, right? And that's what solidified my fucking for them to let me go. Cause not only this, just trip on this. They got my phone and they're going through that stuff as well. I gave them the phone, and they were like, cause they were like, okay, where you work at? I said, okay, I'm a business owner. Got a donor shop. Boom, gave them the phone. Look, this is my page. I would start going through my shit. I was like, at first, like he started going through my shit, but I wasn't even tripping, right? I don't got nothing to hide. I'm not doing nothing, so I go through my shit. I don't care. So I was going through my stuff, reading my messages, and I'm talking to this other guy, right? Who's trying to find out everything about me. And on my text, right? There's like a one of my cousins was going out with this guy who's involved in somehow. At that time, I didn't know that. I'm fresh out. I don't know who's who, what's going on. So one of my cousins says, "Hey man, we should join the parade. Get a let's say like get a platform and join and make our own car. So we can join the parade. Usually once a year they do parades and stuff like that. And either families and businesses they do their own carretas, and you get on top of the carreta, just throw candy and make it all funny, more all fun and games. Make it funny and nice." So they were like talking about on the things, which I'm not even involved in that conversation. I'm minding my own shit. But this guy's talking about, oh, just don't invite this guy because you already know what kind of candy he's gonna throw out there. You know what I mean? What kind of candy? And that was it. So this motherfucker's asking me, what kind of candy? What do you mean by that? And I was like, what are you talking about, officer? Like, you read my messages. Like, what are you talking about? I said, oh, right here, you're talking about something about candy. Like, look, man, that is says that it's a group, and you see that in that group, I'm not participating in the conversation. So what are you talking about? Throwing candy, or what type of candy is it? And he just wanted me to get me, right? I was like, man, like, chill. You have to relax, man. You have to actually see that I'm not participating in conversation, and also you sometimes have to take humor. They're just clowning around, man. It's not serious, right? And sure enough, man, I was able to get off of it. We made it. So for me, this experience was a little bit too much, man. They got me out of the car, put my hands on top of the hood and stuff like that. They went through all their little things, fingerprints and stuff like that. And it's something that I experienced, right? That I was like, it's been a minute since I've been stopped by the cops and actually been done like that, right? But it's something that I want to share with you guys. I don't know if you have any feedback on if you ever been stopped right here in Mexico, or have any experience with the cops right here in Mexico, man. They're different. They're different than the states. Right here, they don't got no they don't got no cameras, right? So they can do and act however they want to. With this being said, man, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to comment on the video. Just tell me what you think about this. Any experiences? Do you know of people who been through this type of experiences or whatever, is something different that maybe you can share something with me, you know. So with this being said, that's it for the video. Muchas gracias for staying tuned to next video. Stay safe and sound. Wish nothing but the best to you and your familia. With this being said, I'm out. Gracias.